I eat, I drink without getting drunk. I get married not because of lust. And so our relationships will not be motivated by bickering, jealousies, everything that is coming from the desires of the flesh. So dear brothers and sisters, this is a valuable reminder from Jesus himself. Go on with your ordinary life, but bring a certain quality, this attentiveness to the light of Christ, and you will see how your ordinary life changes. It becomes an experience of daytime. It becomes an experience of the light of the Lord rather than the weariness, the drudgery of work and daily living. It is because of this that Jesus also tells us, when the Lord comes, people will be out in the field. Two men, ordinary work, working in the field, but one will be taken and one will be left. Two women will be grinding meal, ordinary work, preparing bread, but one will be taken and one will remain. Now, what is this all about? It means that all of us externally are engaged in ordinary work. That's how it is in daily life. But what makes a difference is some people do their daily living, their ordinary work in the light of the Lord. And others do it in the light of the flesh, in the darkness of the flesh. And so one is left, one is taken away. Now we hope that as we prepare for the coming of the Lord, we would engage in daily living, the ordinary events of life, but with a new quality. What do I bring to ordinary life? And I hope that we bring this ordinariness to Advent. I'm sorry for the children who feel that it is not Advent, it is not Christmas, if there are no big events. No? Let us bring them to the realization that the Lord comes in ordinary ways, in ordinary situations, and that we should love the ordinary things of life. But it is the Spirit that we bring to those ordinary states of life or things of life that will spell out the difference. So the gospel ends with Jesus saying, no, keep a watchful eye. Keep a watchful eye. The Lord is coming. Keep a watchful eye. Do not change your work. Do not leave your ordinary life. Immerse yourself there. Live fully. But as you live fully, make sure you are searching for the light who is Jesus. Now, let me close this with a story of a newly canonized saint. I was invited to celebrate the Thanksgiving Mass on the occasion of the canonization of Saint Brother André Besset. He belongs to the Congregation of Holy Cross, a French-Canadian. And he is the first canonized member of the Congregation of Holy Cross. And he is the first male-born Canadian to be canonized. Wow, I did not know him, but because I was invited to preside at the Thanksgiving Mass, they sent me his biography, and I was really astounded. I literally fell on my knees to thank the Lord. This person came from a poor family, an ordinary family. They were so poor, he had very little education. He could barely write his name. His father was a lumberjack and died when a tree that they were cutting fell on him. And the poor widow, the mother, had 10 children to take care of. So the mother distributed the 10 children among relatives so that they could survive. André lived with the mother because he was a sickly boy. But the mother was equally sickly She died of tuberculosis when Andre was just a teenager. And so Andre, just like any of the 19th century Canadians, looked for jobs in the United States. But after 7 years, went back to Canada. There he worked in a church. And the priest there saw something in him, saw something in this ordinary boy, very ordinary, sickly, uneducated, but who put a lot of devotion to his work in the church. So he convinced this boy, Andre, to join the Congregation of Holy Cross. You know the recommendation letter that this priest sent to the superior? I am sending you a saint. That was the only qualification. Education-wise, health-wise, Andre would not have passed. But he brought light to his ministry. You know, the Congregation of Holy Cross ran then and continues to run big schools, prestigious universities. You know his work? For 40 years, he was a porter. He just opened the doors. He welcomed people who were looking for priests. He opened the doors for the students for 40 years. But in the ordinariness of that work, he brought a lot of the light of Jesus. People came to see him, to bring their problems, the sick, until healing. A lot of healing miracles had happened. And people sought his advice. What was he bringing? The light of the word of the Lord. The disposition of someone who has put on the armor of light. And what did he did? Just opening doors to welcome people. And without his knowing it, he was welcoming them in the name of Christ. What a beautiful way to welcome Jesus. Advent, opening doors to simple people in a simple way, but bringing so much light and bringing people to the light of Christ. The word has been exposed. Let us now fulfill it.